Hi, I'm Stephen Jones with Altus Growth Partners.
And I'm Amy Vodrick with Altus Growth Partners. We're here with Leadership Now, which is a new video series to welcome you into what it's like to lead during this very turbulent and uncertain time. And Stephen and I have had a couple of really good conversations about what we are doing ourselves to keep our energy up and our field of possibilities open. So we just wanted to bring a few things to you today. We're here today to talk to you about something we've just been chatting about, which is taking care of ourselves and our energy.
Yeah.
Do you want to kick it off, Stephen?
Yeah, thank you, Amy. One of the things I find fascinating about this taking care of ourselves aspect is that it's a challenge. It's a challenge in the midst of the pandemic because we have so many people in the house with us. We have ways we prefer things to go, and then I find I'm in trigger a little bit as I navigate the terrain. I'm triggered because I'm actually working quite a bit during this time, and I haven't perhaps taken enough time to take care of myself and everything else I need to do so that I can be better at it. And so I always believe we have to take care of the caregiver. So what am I doing to take care of me so I can take care of others?
Yeah,
What about you?
yeah, very much the same. I'm noticing that I can be humming along during the day and feeling fairly productive, and then suddenly my energy will just tank. And I'm looking for a way to up the energy again, and I'm not exactly sure what the best choice is. So I'm paying attention to the choices I'm making to fill my cup and nourish me again. And I think there's just this added weightiness around us that's pulling our energy, especially if we drift into things like news reports and whatnot. I think that can be very energy depleting, right? You kind of get that rush of adrenaline when you first see the scrolling stats and numbers and things, and then you're left with sort of this tanking feeling of dread or anxiousness. And so I've been noticing that, and I've really changed the habit I had fallen into, which was to update myself with news very frequently, which I really don't normally do by watching. So very, very aware that tanks my energy. So I think just heightening my awareness of what raises my energy and what sinks it.
Yeah, I think this is key. When we notice our energy, we can see some things. And I've been kind of looking at this as a 3 times a day aspect. So what do I need in the morning? What do I need midday? And what do I need before I go to bed? And I'm really clear that in the morning, I need a bit of quiet time. I need a bit of time for meditation. And at night, I need a bit of that as well. But I think I can spend more time designing what I do around the end of the day care of self conversation.
Oh, I love that. I
Thing,
love that design bit, Stephen. I think that's such a good word to talk about self-care rather than the things thou shalt do. It's more like, what can I design for myself? I thank you. Sorry to interrupt, but I thought that's just such a good word. It's got a different energy to it in of itself.
And this is what I've figured out through our work very often. The more I take time to design what I want, the more I get what I want. Otherwise, I find myself, and like our mentor shares, he uses the word drift. Am I drifting? And when I'm triggered, I can certainly be in drift. If I have a design, I feel a bit better about my approach to the day and my experience. So, and one of the things I'm also doing that I think is really good for me is that I plan each of my meals every day. So that gives me a host of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise. Otherwise, I'd be in deep kind of like, oh God, I got to do that and all of these other things. So I get those all.
What did you share about the fridge? About the social distancing or whatever?
Yeah, Joy Behar said on The View, she said, I am not being successful at social distancing from my refrigerator. And it just tickled me so when she said it. I was like, oh yeah, the idea of coming to the refrigerator seems so on point when we're in the midst of stress, right?
Yeah, and it's that seeking of comfort, that longing. What am I longing for? I'm longing for anything to make me feel better right now. And so what you're talking about is designing a way to be more conscious in how we take care of ourselves. And it doesn't mean cut out anything, comfort food or whatever. It just means for you, it's designing your meals so that you don't have to put the energy in to make the hard choices, or perhaps hard choices of what to eat.
Mhm.
And for
Yeah,
me, it's more,
you were doing some things like that too.
yeah,
You were
yeah.
doing
I'm
things like
trying.
that.
I'm trying. I can't say that I'm as rigorous as you in my meal prep. However, what I'm trying and practicing is to give myself, like you were talking about, space in the morning to just really touch into, what do I want for today? What's the experience I want to create for myself today? And to do the same at the end, sort of an appreciation of what went well, what am I grateful for? And sometimes it's like, can I just please have a really good night's sleep would be one of the requests I make to myself. But setting my evening up to be also a place of transitioning into ease and sleep versus just working and watching news or whatever. Those habits would be easy. It would be easy to go that route, right? Or watching a series on TV endlessly.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, we hope everyone will join us in sharing some of what they're doing to handle these things, because there's a lot out there for it. People are doing a lot of things, and self-care is essential now. And navigating energy is one of the first ways into that self-care.
yeah, I like it. I like it. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Amy.
We'll talk soon.